I, this is really hard because I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Dating is...
I describe dating.
That's a funny question.
Oh, dating 2016. Oh my.
Should be a fun one.
Dating. Well, I can't really define it at all. I'd say it's very complex when you really look at it. I feel like you don't realize you're dating someone until it ends, I'd say.
I feel like it's just like you text someone and you continue to text them and like sometimes you'll see each other, but I don't know. I think there's just like a hesitance to label anything, which I think is kind of toxic because one person in that relationship is gonna get hurt.
Dating is once you're together, like once you're boyfriend and girlfriend, which a lot of people now are afraid of the label.
Younger people are being less committed to relationships, and
they don't want to have that, I guess, that responsibility that comes with it, you know?
I don't know, I think it's just a lot harder.
I'd rather go like adopt a dog from Austin Pets Alive or something.
Dating sucks because a lot of people date just to date and not for trying to move into a relationship.
Dating, so that's I don't know, it's very, like, it's no clear lines, it's very blurry.
And so I think the concept of dating, like, yeah, it's a good concept. You're getting to know yourself, you're getting to know other people, but I feel like in 2016 that entails a lot more hurt than it does any personal growth.
I'm married. I don't really have to date, which is really nice. I haven't had to date since I was like 17 years old, but I have lots and lots and lots of friends. And dating is silly these days. I feel like it's a lot harder to make that step from I just met you and I'm kind of enjoying talking to you to you're my boyfriend now or you're my girlfriend now. I feel like most people get kind of caught in the middle phase where we're talking, we're meeting for dinner, we're hanging out, we're going for drinks, and they're really enjoying each other's time, but I feel like it's a lot harder to make that next step.
You had to be very clear about your intents and what you want to accomplish with a relationship, not like only romantically, but like it's a friendship or whatever.
The difference between like going out, dating, hooking up, boyfriend and girlfriend, it's beyond me.
Sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, am I ready for this or am I not? Because it's not for everyone.
Like, oh, whoops, like, boyfriend is not dating? Oh, my bad.
I understand how some people might think that Tinder has a superficial tone, but I don't think it's any different from what our grandparents have done in the past, or had to do in the past, where you would decide whether to talk to someone based on whether you thought they were physically attractive or not. So.
It's a very technical atmosphere where you can download any of the hundreds of dating sites and find someone that you think you have a lot in common with.
I think, did they meet on Tinder? Because that's what it is. It's Tinder. It's I guess OkCupid is still a thing. I don't really know what else is on there, but that it's more of a norm to meet someone online than in person.
It's a whole new frontier.
It's digital dating. That's what it is.
Culture. We have like a hookup culture. You see that a lot in articles and whatnot, talking about the hookup culture, where it's not much dating anymore. It's more, meeting up for hookups. Yeah.
The word that comes to mind is convenience. It's like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go find somebody.
Everybody wants one thing.
I think there's a lot of cynicism with dating these days, just because I don't know if people feel like there's a hookup culture. I don't know if I believe that. I think a lot of people buy into it.
Everybody thinks that other people just want to hook up, but I think everybody really just wants to find that person to spend their time with and their life with. So I think deep down everybody wants that connection, but we're all kind of like afraid to take that step.
And so dating in 2016 is very, I don't know if it's hard, but it's very weird, at least.
I found it, I lost it, but I still hope that it's still out there. So I believe in it, I think.
I think as children, one of the first things, if we're lucky, one of the first things we experience is love. So every human being out there is probably seeking or giving it at any point in time. Depending on the maturity of a person, I think love is definitely an option and attainable.
Is love an attainable concept? I think so. I think love is attainable concept for young people.
Whether it's real or not, I think just having the idea of love and like getting a feel, even at a super young age, people say they're in love and you know that probably they're not, but I think it's still important for them to be able to say or believe that they can attain something like that.
Nobody will doubt like young people's love to their parents and to their families, but also I feel like a love between boyfriends or girlfriends is also like attainable.
And I hate when people are like, oh, you don't know what love is, you're just 15 years old or starting in like high school, middle school, whatever. I think young people should be allowed to love the way they know best, and the way you love at 15 isn't the same way you're going to love at 20, but it's still important and it's still valid.
Because I feel like a lot of like moral concepts and everything are based on like love to each other. So I feel like love is definitely an attainable concept of young people, even though like they're young, but they still have the ability to love.
Love is all of here. You know what I mean? Like, if you love someone, then yeah, you're in love. There's no fucking right person for someone. There's no true love. It's a matter of perspective. You know, if you are in love, then you're in love.
You know, if you have it, that's great, but I think we also need to develop, since we're so young, like what our idea of love is. We have like a very idealistic image of what it is.
And love is something that develops. I don't think that, of course, some people get emotionally attached, like I do get emotionally attached.
And as you grow older, you realize more than just being together with someone all the time, it's caring for them in a way that only comes with maturity, and that only comes when you're put in those situations as you grow older.
Through time and through being able to talk to each other and getting to know each other, you'll really find it, and I do think that it is possible to find it.
I don't know how to define love, like, oh, I'm dating this person for 3 months, like, I'm starting to feel something else, like, is that love? Like, I don't know, you know, like, it kind of depends on, like, how you define love, but I definitely think it's, like, attainable.
No, I think love is attainable for everyone. Like, it doesn't matter what the age is or anything. I think love is a state of mind where you just feel happy, and because it doesn't have to be like love for someone. It can be love for your work, love for your passions. So whatever makes you happy and like puts you in that state, I think that's a definition of love.
And I think there's a lot of great things that can come from love, and it's a really important part of life. Maybe not in a romantic sense, but obviously that's important to a lot of people as well. But it's totally attainable for young people, and I think it needs to be a little more respected by the older generations. Just being dismissive of love is, I don't know, dismissing a really beautiful, good thing.
It's not a binary. It's a spectrum. Like, I love each and every person that I interact with in a different way, each individually.
The word love isn't used enough. I would really like that to be used more often.
Saying I love you scares a lot of people, but to me it's obvious. It's not a huge deal at all, because, like, of course.
Even if it's just a casual scenario where you just met somebody, loving somebody is knowing about them, being interested in them, caring about them, wanting the best for them, and I think it's that simple.
Different people love in different ways, and they demonstrate their love in different ways. I don't think there's a standard definition for what love is or how it should be manifested.
It differs from even cultures and like how you were raised and like what like environment you were in, and I think that kind of defines love for you?
Yeah, of course. Love has always been a thing, and it's always going to be. It's just different now.
We're told in college it's your time to be selfish. It's your time to like discover who you are, and then a lot of times that can translate into maybe not being there fully for another person. But I think if you really care about somebody, then you can definitely love them and do a good job loving them.
It's more of you just focusing on yourself, focusing on your career, and then, you know, whoever comes along and like supports you on doing that, or you support them.
I think, therefore I am, I think. So if you think you are in love, then you are in love. It's not fucking complicated.
I'm in love. You know, at least I hope I think I am in love. But I am, and it's just a great feeling because it's not just about having that feeling, but it's about, at the end of the day, if I've had a bad day, you know, that's the person I want to go home and talk to, or that's the person I want to FaceTime, in my case.